Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of Good Night Meditation. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Today, we're going to reflect on topic of staying free. And freedom is something that has been on the mind for quite some time. And keep exploring, going deeper into the subtle aspects of it, because it's such an essential part of the essence of this Raj Yoga study and meditation. Everything that is practiced and learned is essentially to experience that state of freedom. And if we look at our lives, there are many, many things we do knowingly and sometimes unknowingly that allows us to let go of that freedom that's naturally ours. And it's similar to the story of the fish hook with the worm and the fish that's not aware that as they take that bite into that worm that they think will bring them happiness, that they're also getting caught in a trap where they will then soon experience sorrow. And this is a little bit difficult to see in our daily lives when we're doing, taking basic actions, that we are doing things that can um, lead to sorrow. Why is that? Because most of the things that we do um, to bring happiness, it's temporary, as we've mentioned before, and that when that happiness disappears, there is this sorrow that comes up from not having that happiness because of its temporary nature. And, similar to things like if we look at an example, common example like smoking and the addiction to smoking, in the beginning, it does bring happiness temporarily, some sense of temporary joy. But then over time, as it becomes a dependency, becomes a bondage such that they can't be without the stimulation from the smoking. And then it can even go on to cause diseases such as cancer or problems with the lungs, etc. But it all starts with that first exposure to something that we think will bring us happiness. And smoking is more of a strong example, but everything that we do in life, and there can be smaller things, more subtle things, it has that same trap-like nature to it. And what is the big deal? What is life for? People would say, if it's not to experience the happiness through what we do and what we enjoy. And it's similar to looking at a person, for example, that's addicted to alcohol. The happiness that they think that they're experiencing, and then the happiness that comes from sobriety when they let go of that addiction. It's a very different level of happiness. It's kind of similar here. The happiness that we experience in our life, day to day life, versus the happiness or joy that comes from experiencing that more constant and permanent joy that's beyond the physical senses. It's a different level of happiness, a different experience that there has no comparison, we could say. And one of the other analogies that's often used is looking at the life of a caterpillar and a butterfly. A caterpillar may experience its life in the dirt or in the plants that it's eating, and it's just constantly eating and eating and doesn't really know anything else. But when that caterpillar goes into that chrysalis or cocoon form and dissolves all that um, physical body internally and develops a totally new state of being, basically the butterfly, which has a totally different life experience among the flowers and the fields, flying and free. So it's quite similar, the experiences we can have when we let go of the dependencies on the physical senses for happiness or on the physical world. And it is the aim of practicing this Raj Yoga meditation. So let's work on maybe getting a glimpse of this together so that you can practice, continue to practice on your own as we wrap up the evening, as if we're going to sleep, letting go of everything that has happened during the day, and just coming into the essence of this real being of light, the sentient conscious being that is already full of joy and happiness. Experiencing this fullness of joy because there is nothing that can harm, first of all, this being that is immortal, an eternal being that has the freedom to travel from different scenes and different places, can come and go without being bound by anyone or anything. That is the natural nature of this traveler. It is somewhat unfamiliar because it hasn't been experienced for so long. But taking the time to come into that place of stillness where nothing and no one is needed, completely free of the story world around. Just enjoying the stillness, silence, and peace of being free. Free to fly to a dimension beyond the physical, to experience a home filled with light, golden, soft red light, surrounded by a family of living stars that are all free, just like me, that need nothing And sharing that with those around creates an atmosphere that is a silent celebration. Enjoying this unique freedom that's available to everyone. In the company of the family and the Father, in the home, experiencing that safety and realization that this is an experience one can hold anytime, anywhere, of being free, beyond harm, lucky and loving. To have the fortune to be in this experience. And when ready, taking a gentle breath, come back to the awareness of the surroundings, understanding more deeply the fortune and right of every soul to be free, to fly as they move through life. Have a good evening and a good night. Om Shanti.